What's going on? I am super excited because I have a delivery. It's kind of a big box. This is coming from the UK. It's coming from the chicken shed. So if you're familiar, that means it's a tripod. And if you open this right away, it says Tommy. So what this is a brand new tripod from Three Legged Thing that honestly, I know nothing about except for the fact that it's big. After we open this up and after we leave this echoey room, we will head out into the field and I'll tell you all the specs and we'll talk about this tripod and we'll test it. We'll put it to the test. But let's just open this up right now. And sorry about the echo. I'll be in my studio soon, I think. That was work. Wow, so the Three-Legged Thing packaging is always so good. Yeah, the artwork is just always phenomenal. I've always wanted a massive tripod, and when I started in photography, I wanted small and light. And then the more I've shot, I've wanted the option of having a massive tripod, but since I've been nomadic, I couldn't really have a massive tripod because you gotta pack it around with you everywhere. But when you go to places like Iceland or basically Patagonia, anywhere that's super windy, you want a big, stable tripod. And so I'm so excited that potentially this is it. And then this is, oh man, this is massive and awesome. Wow. This is amazing. Look at that. So I've always wanted a big, wide base like this as well because you get ultra stability. And honestly, that's not nearly as heavy as I was expecting. It's big, but it's not, wow, I absolutely love this. This is what I've always been hoping Three-Legged Thing would do. I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be crazy stable. I want to kind of show you a comparison. Let me set this here and then I'm going to run and go get my little tripod. So this is my little tripod. This is Bucky. It's so small that it fits directly under Tommy. It looks like a lot of the same features that I love in the Three-Legged Thing stuff. It's got these quick snap legs. All the legs are removable. And there was another package, yeah, and then this. I don't know what's in here. That's cool, but I don't know what it does yet. We'll figure that out, and let's go out and find some wind and put this thing to the test. Hey monkey, you want to meet your brother? You want to meet your brother? Whoa! You're speedy. Look, it's your brother. Your brother Tommy. Oh, Tommy. Is Tommy delicious?
Shade, pink lemonade, pink lemonade. Everything is going my way. Pink lemonade, pink lemonade. I take a second on the head. The dopamine is dripping on my brain. Imagination's at 11. Reality is gonna fade. Okay, as you can probably tell by the growth in my beard, it's been a couple weeks since I actually filmed the unboxing, but it's been crazy, so I haven't had a chance to go out and test out Tommy. So Jodie and I this afternoon are gonna go on a little bit of a drive to Sagres, and I just brought a 100 to 400 millimeter lens. And I'm gonna try to take a picture with the really long lens to Sagres. I might go to Monte Carlo. I might spend $1 million floating down the Riviera. Now I'm Elon Musk. Find a little spot in the shade. Pink lemonade, pink lemonade. Everything.
So we've come to Sagres Fort. I've never been here, despite the fact that I've been to Sagres about 30 times in the past 3 months. I've never been to Sagres Fort. I didn't realize how popular it is. It's just full of camper vans over there. But it's on this point with really crazy cliffs. I thought it was gonna be windy. I thought there was gonna be waves, but literally this has been the only day this month that hasn't been windy. And of course it's the day I'm trying to test the tripod. But there is massive cliffs, all directions, and a view to the lighthouse way out that way.
Pink lemonade, pink lemonade, rolling in my black Bugatti.
Hit you with that didadum, didadum, didadum. I don't think I need a mask because the beard blocks everything. But I'll use one anyway because I'm not a
Okay, find a little spot in the shade, sipping, sipping, sipping. The world is crumbling around me. I hardly notice it at all. Maybe I'll chill and make a grilled cheese and go and walk around the mall. It's when I'm sipping on the magical juice. I'm Willy Wonka and I'm swimming through the colorful hues. Life is really just a lemon that you don't get to choose.
We're getting distracted here because we came into the fort to use the toilet. And now we're seeing dolphins. They're too far away for any sort of footage, so sorry about that. We should just use some stock footage and pretend we saw them, or pretend we got the footage. But yeah, there's about a pod of, I don't know, maybe 8 just out there. And amazingly, this spot has a really good view of the lighthouse, and there's like a giant sea stack in front of it, but they close in 30 minutes here, which is before sunset. So I think we're gonna have to go out of the fort and then walk along the edge to try to get an angle. I don't want the photo to have the sea stack blocked off, if that makes sense. First of all, we gotta stop being distracted by dolphins and go take a picture. Think we can do that?
But I have an idea for your picture.
Huh.
You get the lighthouse, and then you get a dolphin jumping over
Yeah,
it in like a perfect arc.
A dolphin jumping over that, yeah. I'll show, I actually already took that photo. I'll share it with you now.
Everything is A-okay. Find a little spot in the shade, sipping, sipping, sipping. Pink lemonade, pink lemonade, pink lemonade, pink lemonade.
Okay, so Jodie's decided she likes dolphins more than me. So I'm gonna set up here on the cliff. The good news is there is, there's still a gap in the sea stack here. It is busy though. I always find it so uncomfortable filming when there's other people around. But yeah, let's get Tommy set up. So there's no way around it. Tommy is a massive tripod. This is the lowest setting without unclipping it. It's already really tall, basically thigh high. You have these super awesome quick releases though, and you can pop it down to basically ground level. So that's actually the lowest setting. That's like ankle height off the ground, which is so good. I should also mention that all 3 of these legs actually come off. All 3 of the legs are monopods if you want them to, or you can get even lower, add feet to the end of this, and make it a tabletop tripod. So it's super, super versatile, and yeah, let me make it bigger. That sounded bad, but let me make it bigger. For stability reasons, the fewer the joints, the better, and you only have 3, so 2 twisty bits on this. Like that, and it's massive. It's gonna be out of the frame, I'm sure of it. So I'm 6 feet tall, and with the head on top, it's as tall as I am. That's without a center column or anything. It's super, super stable, and it's very, very tall. I think it would be like a comfortable eye level if you were 6'6", maybe even 7 feet tall. So if you're a tall person, good tripod for you. And yeah, let's get my camera set up on top of it. And then I actually have a small issue with this tripod I want to talk about.
You're falling fast asleep, and I just crossed a state line. If only when I arrived, and you had learned how to
First of all, this tripod is so crazy stable, it's amazing. I have nothing bad to say about the tripod itself. It's basically meant for video shooters. That's what it was built for. Video shooters need a big wide base. They need a really sturdy tripod. But so do landscape photographers that go out in crazy places like the west coast of Portugal when it's usually crazy and windy, or Patagonia or Iceland. They need stability, and you need this big wide base. So there's a product missing from Three-Legged Thing to go with it. And yes, there is a video head that I do own that you can fit on top of this, but they have their regular head, which is the air head, and that you can put on top. You can put any head on top of this. But because it's such a big wide base, this little knob, the one that twists the bottom of the base like this, it's tough to get at. And it's not the end of the world, but I really do think that Three-Legged Thing needs to offer some sort of like lift that can lift the ball head up so that you don't bump your fingers here. Or better yet, I think Three-Legged Thing really needs to issue and offer a massive, really sturdy, heavy ball head that can fit into this pocket in the middle here and be super stable, because yes, the legs are really, really stable, but a tripod's only as stable as the head. So if you have a lighter head, it's not gonna be quite as stable.
It can be hard to smile when you're further with every mile, and the days all last forever. 'Cause I don't feel much like me.
So the sun's still quite a bit up, and I've got really bland skies. So I think I really need to wait until probably blue hour. But I want to talk about stability a little bit, because honestly, I don't know how to review a tripod. I'm terrible at this. Tripods need to be stable. They need to be easy to use. And in my opinion, they need to be versatile. This tripod is all of that. But if you're looking for something smaller, it's probably going to be too big for you. I like that I have this, and I like that I have the smaller ones as well. Jodie's got Leo, which is tiny. I've got Jay as well, which is like a Legend series that's also really small. But I do want to talk about stability really quick, because stability goes beyond just the tripod. I don't have to have the mirror locked up anymore because I don't have a mirror on this camera. But if you still use a DSLR, lock up the mirror. That'll stop any vibration. Turn off image stabilization, because if there's no movement, your camera still kind of floats with the image stabilizer on, so you won't get sharp images. And then personally, I use a 2-second timer, but you can use a remote as well. And then I use the touch shutter, so I literally just tap for focus, waits 2 seconds, and then it takes the picture. So it goes beyond actually, you know, just having a really good tripod. You need to do other things to get a really stable shot. So the sun's going through some haze on the horizon, and it's actually creating a really interesting looking sky, a really hazy, warm looking sky, and combined with the cool looking sea, I think this is actually going to make a nice minimalist photo actually. Normally I shoot pretty tight with the long lens like this, but I think I'm just going to put the lighthouse in the bottom right hand corner of the frame. Let's go F11. 15 seconds, something like that. Tap to shoot. Cue the Jeopardy song. Do 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 do. Okay, and then I always check by looking through the viewfinder. I've got a really bad sensor spot. Okay, and then I'm gonna just zoom in and have a look. Yeah, honestly, it looks super sharp, but it's not crazy windy. If it wasn't sharp, I'd have a pretty big problem. So this looks great. So I thought we were gonna have to wait for blue hour, but the way the color palette is right now, it's perfect. Yeah, it's just really, really beautiful. And the tripod's beautiful. Don't buy products because they're sexy, but that's a sexy tripod. Beautiful tripod. And I'm gonna call this a video, but Jodie wants to let you know that you have to go follow Monkey, our bunny, on TikTok, because she's gonna go viral there. She's gonna be the world's most famous bunny rabbit. What is it? It's Monkey is a bunny, right?
At Monkey is a bunny.
At Monkey is a bunny.
You can see cute stuff like this.
You probably can't see that, but you can go over the TikTok and check it out. And that's it for today's video. Tommy's awesome. There is a smaller version of Tommy as well that I can't remember the name of, but I'll put in the bottom. And this isn't even as high as it goes. Do you want to see how high it goes, Jodie?
Yeah.
So yes, it's a massive tripod, and Jodie can live under it in case we need shelter. That's it for today's video. See you next time. Peace.